So we've done some log function differentiation and found that it runs pretty fast, but now you come upon something like this, you might not even think to use log differentiation. You know, this looks more like a power rule thing if I want to find dy dx. Now I'm going to suggest to you that you give this a try. Let's say that I take this group here and I want to put natural log on all this. So what I would end up with here is the natural log of f of x, which looks insane, equals the natural log of x minus 1 over x to the fourth plus 1 to the 1/2, right? Well, of course, with natural log, I can immediately bring the 1/2 to bear. Maybe you remember that, maybe you don't. So we can bring the 1/2, in fact, I'll bring it out of that, equals 1/2 ln. And now we can separate this, so I'm going to do it this way, ln of x minus 1 minus ln of x to the fourth plus 1. Now we haven't done any derivatives yet. We're still over here with the natural log of f of x, which is scary looking on its own. But we've gotten rid of at least a fraction. Now I'm thinking maybe we take the derivative. And what's the derivative of natural log of this? Well, that's a chain rule, right? Outside function, inside function. So it's going to be 1 over f of x. That's the outside function derivative. And then the inside chain rule function is just going to be the derivative of that. So we can write it as f prime of x. And you may write it also as dy dx. But because we haven't used any y's in this and we're using f of x, we're going to call it f prime of x. And that's equal to, excuse me, 1/2. Then what's our derivative of natural log? That would be 1 over x minus 1 times, chain rule, the inside is just times 1, so we'll just leave that out. And that's going to be minus 1 over x to the fourth plus 1 times the derivative of the inside, which is 4x cubed. I think this is right so far. And what we can do here is maybe write it out a little stronger, but I also want to multiply this up to the other side. So we'll say f prime of x, which is our goal, is equal to f of x over 2 times 1 over x minus 1 minus 4x cubed over x to the fourth plus 1. I like that so far. And then I guess what we need to do now is put f of x back in. And we know what it is because we started the problem with it. F of x is this square root function here that we began with. So I think f prime of x is going to equal 1/2 times the square root of x minus 1 over x to the fourth plus 1 times this quantity over here, 1 over x minus 1 minus 4x cubed over x to the fourth plus 1. And that is the right answer.